this week at the shelter, we have Butch. And we usually just call him Butchie. And we're not really sure what he is. We thought maybe he had some schnauzer or giant schnauzer in him, but we just don't know. And he's about 2 years old. He's already neutered, and he's just a really good dog. He's perfect with the other dogs. He'd be a perfect inside dog. He's good with kids. He's good with other dogs. He's good with cats. The only issue Butchie has is once he can figure out how to get out of a fence, he will continue to get out of a fence. So we're looking for a home for Butch where he can be an inside dog and just go outside when someone's with him. Like someone can take him out walking every day, someone can take him outside to go to the bathroom and just stay out there with him. Because as long as he's got company, as long as people are around him all the time, he doesn't ever try to leave. He's just trying to get out of the yard so he can go find people to play with. So he'd be a great inside dog for a family with dogs, cats, kids. He's just perfect with everyone. And just needs someone to monitor him outside. This here is Amala, and she's a female black puppy. And she was brought to the shelter with her sister, and her sister's already been adopted. So she's here by herself now. She's the only one left. And she's very cute, very, very sweet girl. Yeah, loves to be kissed and hugged. She's gonna be a big dog, and labs usually need a lot of attention when they're puppies, so they don't become big, unruly, goofy dogs when they're older. So she's looking for a home that can do all the basic puppy training with her. And labs like to chew things and have lots of toys, and they're just very, very playful, energetic puppies. So she needs a home where she can have someone to play with and get her energy out, and someone that's going to train her, what to chew and what not to chew. So this is Amala, and she's looking for a home. This is Dude, and he's a Chihuahua. He's a male. He's already neutered, and he looks old because he has a lot of white in his face, his feet, but he's actually only about 3 years old. He has a lot of energy. He's pretty high-strung, like a Chihuahua. He likes to follow me around all day, and he likes to be our little guard dog. He lets us know when people are coming to the front door or when people show up. He's a real good little guard dog. But he's a real good dog. He gets along with all the other dogs. He's not real fond of cats. He likes to bark at them when they're in their cages and torment them a little bit. So probably a home with no cats would be good for me. But he's good with kids. He's good with all the other dogs. He just likes to be with people. He'll follow me around the shelter all day until I put him up at night. And then he's always barking at me because he doesn't want me to leave him. But he's a really, really sweet little dog. And he just looks like an old man, but he's actually not. He's only about 30. This is Sugar, and she's about 10 months old. And she was actually adopted from here when she was a puppy, and I recently brought her back because she's just got too much energy for him. She is a very high energy dog. So we're looking for a new home for Sugar where people have time to spend with her, where people can take her out on a long walk every day, or get in the yard and play with her and wear her out. She is actually a pit bull, American Bulldog mix. And she's probably going to get a little bit bigger than this. She's only about 10 months old right now, but she's already spayed. She's up to date on all her shots. She's already microchipped. Everything's done already, so her adoption is discounted. But she's going to need a special home where she has someone that will work with her on training and getting this energy out. She doesn't know any manners. All she wants to do is play, constantly play all the time. But she's great with other dogs. She just loves to play with the other dogs. So maybe a home with another dog will be good for her, and they can play together and wear each other out. But also, a home just with someone that's going to take her out every day and spend time with her and train her. She's beautiful dogs, so she just needs someone that's going to work with her, and she'll be a perfect dog. This is Winston, and Winston's about 6 years old, and he's a black lab. He was brought to the shelter about 2 weeks ago with some other dogs. The owners got sick and just couldn't take care of him anymore. But Winston, being an older dog, you're not going to have to go through all the puppy training, and housebreaking, and puppy behavior. He's already an older dog, so he's a lot calmer. He's already housebroke. He's already neutered. He's great with other dogs. He's great with cats. He's really laid back. All he requires from us is just being let out a couple times a day to go to the bathroom. He never goes to the bathroom in his cage. So we know he's completely housebroke. He's just a really good boy. He doesn't bark at many things. He'd just be a great companion dog for someone that can just have the time to go walking with him every day. Have him inside the house. He just loves to curl up on his blanket and take naps. So he's just a really laid-back, calm dog, really well-behaved, just great with everyone. This here is Mozart. He's about 4 years old, and he's a Maine Coon. He's neutered and declawed, so he would have to be an inside cat. He was brought to the shelter because his owners just couldn't afford to take care of him anymore. But they took really good care of him. He would probably just require a brushing once a week because he does have longer hair. And just to keep it looking good and no mats or anything, just brush it out once a week and that should be fine. He gets along great with the other cats. He'd just be a great inside cat for someone. This is Doodle, and he's a 4-month-old male kitten. And he was brought to the shelter a few days ago as a stray. And he's just the sweetest little boy. As soon as you pick him up, he starts purring, and he'll sit in his cage and just meow and meow and meow until someone picks him up. So he gets held a lot here, just so we can make him be quiet for a little while. But he's very, very sweet. He just loves to be held. He'll let you just do whatever to him. He's great with the other cats. He'd be good with kids. He's very sweet, just wants to be around people all the time. So I would like to see him as an inside pet for someone. But he'd be fine with other cats too. He's pretty adventurous. He likes to go climbing on all the furniture and just jump in people's laps all the time. Just very loving, sweet little cat. This is Bart, and he's also about a 4-month-old male kitten. And he was brought to the shelter also as a stray. He was just found on the highway and someone picked him up and brought him in. He's very, very sweet also. He just is constantly purring, just wants to be held all the time. Very sweet boy, but he's very playful. He'll sit in his pen and just play with his toys. Just loves to play. So he can amuse himself. He doesn't cry all day. And he's really, really sweet. He'd be a great kitten for kids. And just other cats is fine for him to be around. He's really sweet and playful. And this one is Samson. He's also about 4 months old, a little boy, and he is a Siamese mix. His hair's a little bit longer than the other two, so he's probably going to be a medium-length haired cat. He's very, very sweet. He likes to play with the other kittens in the cage. They play with their toys, and he's very, very playful. And he's really sweet also. As soon as you pick him up, he starts purring. And he just loves to be held. He's very sweet and loving. So he's also looking for a home. This is Faye, and this is her sister Fizz. And they also have another sister, but she wouldn't keep still. And these kittens are actually girls, and these ones are about 2.5 months old. And they were brought to the shelter because just a stray mama cat had kittens, and someone took care of them until they were old enough to come here and get adopted. So these two are also up for adoption. And kittens right now, we're having 2 for 1 because we just have so many of them. So you can come down and get both of them for $90.